Hello, I'm not still where I would like to be with blue cards, so we'll take a look at the multicolor and lands. The top 15 best budget cards for multicolor and lands. So it's going to be a top 10 for lands and the top 5 for multicolor. Multicolor at number 5 we have Stangg. Well, if this card is at number 5, you know that multicolor is bad. But this has some nice synergy because it has an enter the battlefield effect, so some way, somehow you can work with it, even though it's not exciting. At number 4 we have Dark Heart of the Woods. This card is almost decent in Green Terror. It's a good sideboard card and it's also main deckable. It works well with Urnamjin, denying the Forest Walk effect. At number 3 we have Scarwood Goblins. This is an upgrade for Iron Claw Orcs. You need 2 specific mana. It is what it is. At number 2 we have Nicol Bolas. This card is good for Reanimator decks, but it has a high cost in the upkeep. So, I don't know. I like the idea that if you have Concordant Crossroads, it's going to be painful, but it's hard to keep this guy in play. However, it has a very unique and powerful effect, so number 2. At number 1 we have some consistency. Solkanar, the Swamp King. This guy is a 5/5 Swamp Walk creature for 5 mana, so it looks fair. And on top of that, you get to gain 1 life every time any player successfully plays a black spell. So this is like the best trade you can get with multicolor spells. Then we have lands. At number 10 we have storage lands. These cards are bad, but they have an unique effect and there isn't much choice, so I have them at number 10. At number 9, Karakas. This card has nice synergies with Haste Zone Tamer and Stangg. More importantly, with the original rules of the game, this land was allowed to bounce itself to your hand, and this was extremely powerful with land tax and Armageddon. Right now, it's just a little bit more than a plains. At number 8 we have Safe Haven. This land does not provide mana, but it protects your creatures, and it has nice synergies with the aforementioned Haze Zone Tamer, Stangg, cards like Triskelion, Tetravus, or even Ball Lightning. At number 7 we have Desert. This is a defensive land that is going to help you against relevant creatures like Savannah Lions, Order of the Hebonand, Order of Leetboar, Argothian Pixies. There are so many relevant creatures with 1 point of toughness, and you can use more than one. At number 6 we have Hammerheim. This land is better than a mountain, and it helps Urnamjin. At number 5 we have Urborg. Again, better than a swamp, and it removes first strike from your opponent's creatures. So it comes without cost and gives you benefit, which is sometimes relevant. At number 4, Pendelhaven. Once more, this is an upgrade for a forest. 1/1 creatures are quite common in green. If you're playing a monogreen deck, you're likely to have Llanowar Elves, Scavenger Folks, Screep Sprites, Elves of the Deep Shadow. There are many targets. At number 3 we have Maze of Ith. This card was restricted at some point, and it does not provide you any mana, but we all know what it does. And it's very important for defensive strategies, and it makes up for any weakness you have, like your opponent's creatures are protected from your color, flyers, evasive creatures. It's going to help you. At number 2, we have Mishra's Factory. This card got a lot of help from rules that have been warped, and it became overpowered as a result. Most likely the best creature in the game, which is ironic. So I have it at number 2. Mishra's Factory could not top another card, which is my number 1. At number 1, we have Strip Mine. This card got restricted in recent modern old school Magic the Gathering. It was never ever restricted back in the days. It was first restricted in 1997 when Tempest came out. So, in my opinion, it's completely fine in 4 copies. But the fact that some groups of players decided to restrict it tells a lot about its power level. So it's number 1 for me. So let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching and see you the next time.